The cage was small, cold, and dark. The alien woman sat inside it, her knees pulled close to her chest. The metal floor hurt her skin, but she did not move. Moving took energy, and energy was something she had learned to save. She did not know. How many years had passed? Time felt broken in this place that she had once had a name. Now she was only called the alien. The cage was placed in the middle of a large market hall. Bright lights shined above, but none of that light felt warm. Around her, voices echoed: buyers, guards, traders. They talked loudly, laughed loudly, and never lowered their voices for her. They spoke as if she was not alive. She has been here too long, one guard said. She is weak, another replied. No one wants broken things. The alien woman heard every word. She remembered the day she was brought here. Strong hands. Cold chains. A ship that smelled of oil and fear. She had fought at first. She had screamed. That only made it worse. Over time, she learned silence was safer. Every day was the same. Buyers would stop in front of her cage. They would look at her body, her scars, her tired eyes. Some laughed. Some felt nothing. Some showed interest, but then shook their heads. She won't last long. Too much trouble. I want something stronger. Then they walked away. The cage door never opened. She stopped hoping long ago, but hope is a strange thing. Even when it is crushed again and again, a small part of it stays alive. She hated that part of herself. It made the pain worse that the guards did not treat her like a person. To them, she was property, something to sell, something to lose money on. They fed her just enough to keep her alive, not enough to make her strong. Sometimes she closed her eyes and imagined the sky of her home world. Soft wind, blue light, freedom. Those memories hurt more than the cage. Humans came to the market sometimes. She feared them the most. She had heard the stories. Humans were dangerous. Humans were cruel. Humans destroyed worlds and felt nothing. When she saw humans walk by, her heart beat faster. She moved deeper into the corner of the cage, making herself small. Most humans did not even stop. They walked past her cage like she was air. One cycle. The market was louder than usual. A transport ship had arrived. New buyers, new money. The guards stood straighter. They wanted to sell. The alien woman kept her head down. Footsteps stopped in front of her cage. She did not look up. A shadow fell over her. Is she alive? A voice asked. It was calm, not loud, not cruel. The guard laughed. Barely. Been here for years. Years. The word felt heavy. The alien woman slowly lifted her head. Her eyes met the human's eyes through the metal bars. She expected anger, or hunger, or cold interest. She saw none of that. The human looked quiet. His clothes were simple. No weapons in his hands. His eyes were focused, not on her body, but on her face. She's broken, the guard said. No refunds. The human did not answer right away. He stepped closer to the cage. The alien woman's hands shook. She pressed her back against the metal wall. Fear filled her chest. This was it, she thought. Another owner. Another cage. She has scars, the human said softly. So? The guard replied. Means she survived. The human looked at the lock on the cage, then at her again. How much? He asked. The guard blinked. You want her? Yes. The word echoed inside the alien woman's mind. Want her? No one had wanted her for years. The guard smiled wide. You're making a mistake, human. The human reached into his pocket. I'll take her. The market noise faded in her ears. Her heart beat so hard it hurt. Fear and confusion mixed together. Humans were dangerous. Humans did not save aliens. As the guard moved toward the cage key, the alien woman's breath caught in her throat. For the first time in years. The lock began to turn. The lock made a soft sound as it turned. The alien woman flinched, For years that sound meant pain. It meant chains. It meant being moved like an object. Her hands pulled closer to her body, her fingers shaking. She did not scream. She had learned that screaming only pleased the wrong people. The cage door opened slowly. The guard stepped back and waved his hand. She's yours now, human. No complaints later. The human did not look at the guard. His eyes stayed on the alien woman, not in a hard way, not in a hungry way. He knelt down so they were at the same level. You don't have to move, he said. His voice was low, careful. She did not understand his words fully, but she understood his tone. It was not cruel. That confused her more than fear ever had. The human held out his hand, not touching her, not grabbing, just opened. The alien woman stared at it. Hands were dangerous. Hands hurt. Hands took things away. Her breathing became fast and uneven. Her body screamed at her to pull back. She did. She pressed herself deeper into the cage corner. Her eyes stayed locked on his hand, waiting for it to strike. It didn single quotes to Doc. The human slowly pulled his hand back. Okay, he said softly. That's okay. The guard laughed behind him. Told you she's broken. The human stood up and turned to the guard. His face was calm, but his eyes were different now. Sharper. She's not broken, he said. She's hurt. The guard rolled his eyes. Same thing. The human said nothing more. He reached into his bag and took out a small bottle. He opened it and placed it on the floor, just inside the cage. Water, he said, pointing. The alien woman smelled it before she moved. Clean, fresh, not the bitter liquid the guards gave her. Her throat burned with thirst. Her body argued with her fear. Slowly she crawled forward. Every movement hurt. Every sound made her flinch. She stopped again when she was close, waiting for punishment. Nothing happened. She reached out and grabbed the bottle. Her hands shook so badly that water spilled onto the metal floor. She drank anyway, fast, desperate. The human looked away to give her space. No one had ever done that. When she finished, she held the bottle like it was something holy. Her chest felt tight. Confused thoughts filled her mind. Why was he doing this? The guards lost interest quickly. To them, the sale was done. They turned away, already shouting at the next buyer. The human closed the cage door again. The alien woman's heart dropped. She froze, waiting for the lock. It never came. Instead, the human reached up and unlocked the chains attached to the floor. The metal clinked softly as they fell away. She stared at her free ankles. Free. Her mind could not understand it. Freedom was dangerous. Freedom was a trick. She stayed still, waiting for the lie to reveal itself. The human opened the cage door. Again, you can come out when you're ready, he said. Ready. The word felt impossible. She looked around. The market was loud again. Voices, movement, too many threats. Her legs felt weak. The cage had been her prison, but it had also been her only safe place. She did not move. The human did not force her. He sat down outside the cage, his back against a crate. He waited. Minutes passed. People stared. Some laughed. Some whispered. A human waiting for an alien. An alien refusing to move. Finally, she moved one foot forward. Then another. Her legs almost gave out as she stepped out of the cage for the first time in years. The floor felt strange without bars around her. Open space made her dizzy. She fell. Before she hit the ground, the human caught her. She screamed. Her body fought him. Her nails scratched his arms. Panic took over. He did not hit her. He did not shout. I won't hurt you, he said again and again. Slowly, her strength faded. She was too tired to fight anymore. Her head rested against his chest. She could hear his heartbeat. Strong, steady. Safe. She hated that she felt that word. The human looked around the market. Eyes were watching. Too many, we need to leave, he said quietly. He lifted her carefully, like she was fragile. As they moved away from the market, the alien woman looked back at the cage. It was empty, for the first time in years. She was not inside it, but far above them, unseen eyes were watching, and they were not happy. The alien woman woke to silence, not the loud market noise, not guards shouting, not metal hitting metal. This silence was soft, almost unreal. For a moment, she thought she was dreaming. Her body felt light, but also heavy with pain. She stayed still, afraid that moving would wake someone who would shout at her. She slowly opened her eyes. The ceiling above her was smooth and white. No bars, no rust, no dark corners. Light filled the room, gentle and warm. It did not burn her eyes. She blinked again and again, trying to understand. This was not a cage. Her heart began to race. She pushed herself up, then stopped. Her arms were free. Her legs were free. No chains, no locks. Panic rushed through her. Freedom felt wrong. Freedom felt dangerous. Her body had learned the rules of captivity, and now those rules were gone. She pulled her knees to her chest, sitting on the soft surface beneath her. It felt like fabric, not metal. Her fingers pressed into it. The feeling made her chest tighten. She had forgotten what soft felt like. The door made a quiet sound. She froze. The human stepped inside slowly. He did not rush. He carried a small tray in his hands. When he saw her sitting up, he stopped. "You're awake," he said. She watched him carefully. Every muscle in her body was ready to run. But where would she go? He placed the tray on a table, near the wall. Then he took 2 steps back. "Food," he said. "And water." She smelled it. Warm. Real. Not the tasteless blocks the guards gave her. Her stomach twisted with hunger, but fear held her still. He noticed. "I'll wait," he said. Then he sat down near the door. Not blocking it, not guarding it. Waiting. Minutes passed. The room stayed quiet. Her breathing slowly slowed. Her eyes moved between the food and the human. Finally, she reached out. Her hand shook as she picked up a small piece of food. She studied it like it might attack her. Then she ate it, slowly, carefully. Nothing bad happened. She ate more. Tears slipped down her face without sound. She hated that. She wiped them away with her sleeve, embarrassed even though no one had ever cared before. The human looked away again. After she finished, she felt tired, more tired than before. Her body had been running on fear for too long. Now that fear was fading, exhaustion rushed in. "Where am I?" she asked. Her voice sounded strange to her own ears, weak, broken. "You're on my ship," the human answered. "It's safe here." Safe. That word again. She shook her head slightly. "No place is safe." The human did not argue. "Not forever," he said. "But for now." She studied his face. There was no anger there, no control, just tired eyes and quiet strength. "Why?" she asked. The question surprised them both. "Why? Did you buy me?" The human was silent for a long moment. Then he spoke. "Because leaving you there was wrong." Her chest hurt at those words. Wrong, not useless, not weak. Wrong. No one had ever said that about what happened to her. She looked down at her hands. They were thin, scarred, alive. "I thought humans were monsters," she said quietly. He gave a small smile. That answer scared her more than a lie would have. She lay back down, suddenly dizzy. Her body could not take much more. Her eyes closed on their own. Before sleep pulled her under, she felt something placed over her warm fabric. A blanket. She did not pull it away. She woke again later to a soft hum. The ship was moving. She felt it in her bones. Fear returned, sharp and fast. "You're taking me somewhere," she said. "Yes," the human replied. He was standing near a screen filled with stars. Where? A place where they can't cage you again. Her hands clenched. They will. Try, he nodded. I know. She moved closer to the screen, staring at the stars. So many worlds, so many dangers. Why risk this? She asked. The human turned to face her fully now. Because if we don't protect the weak, he said, we become the monsters you fear. Something inside her cracked. She believed him. Not fully. Not yet, but enough. As the ship jumped into faster space, unseen signals spread across the system. Authorities noticed. Traitors whispered. Records changed. A human had taken an alien prisoner, and he had not asked permission. The galaxy was beginning to pay attention. Asterisk. The ship did not travel far before trouble found them. Warning lights blinked across the control panel. Soft hums turned into sharp beeps. The human's calm face changed. His hands moved fast, pressing buttons, checking screens. They found us, he said. The alien woman felt her chest tighten. Who? People who don't like rules being broken. Outside the ship, spaced. A large patrol vessel appeared, blocking their path. Its dark shape filled the stars like a shadow. A voice echoed through the ship. Human vessel. Power down and prepare for inspection. The alien woman stepped back, fear flooding her mind. They will take me back. The human did not answer. Right away, he studied the patrol ship. Its weapons were charged. Its shields were strong. Running would fail. He turned to her. I won't let that happen. She shook her head. They always win. Not today, he said. The screen flashed again. The voice grew colder. You are in possession of illegal property. Surrender the alien. Property. The word cut deep. Alien woman wrapped her arms around herself. Her body remembered the cage, the chains, the years. Her legs felt weak. The human pressed a button and spoke. She is not property, he said. She is a person. Silence followed, then laughter. Human, the voice replied. Your species is known for violence. Do not pretend you care about mercy. The alien woman looked at the human. This was the moment he would choose safety. This was the moment everyone chose safety. The human straightened his back. I care, he said. And I won't give her to you. Alarms screamed. Patrol ship moved closer. Weapons locked on. The alien woman closed her eyes, waiting for pain, for fire, for the end. Instead, the ship jumped. Stars stretched into light. The alien woman cried out as gravity shifted. When the motion stopped, the patrol ship was gone. For a moment, there was only silence. Then another warning beep. Fuel low. The human exhaled slowly. That jump cost us. Why did you do that? She asked. You could have given me back. He looked at her surprised. I won't trade a life for fuel. Her throat tightened. She turned away, hiding her face. They landed on a small forgotten station near a dead moon. The place was old. Lights flickered. No guards, no traitors. Just quiet. This place is off. The maps, the human said. For now. She followed him through narrow halls. Every sound made her flinch. She waited for someone to shout. No one did. They reached a small room, safe, hidden. The human locked the door and turned to her. They will keep searching, he said. I can't promise safety forever, she nodded. No one ever can. He handed her a small device. This can call me if you're scared. She stared at it. Why do you trust me? He thought for a moment. Because trust has to start somewhere. That night, she did not sleep. She sat near the window, watching the dark moon. Memories crawled through her mind. The cage, the market, the voices. A sound echoed in the hall. Boots. She froze. The door shook. Human. A voice shouted. Open up. The alien woman's heart pounded. She looked around for a place to hide. There was none. The human stepped in front of her. I'll handle this. he said. The door burst open. Armed figures rushed in. Not soldiers. Hunters. We tracked the signal, one said. Hand over the alien and walk away. The human did not move. No, the hunter laughed. You can't fight us all. The human slowly raised his hands, not in surrender, but to show he was unarmed. You already are fighting, he said. You just don't know it yet. The hunters hesitated. Something in his voice made them pause. The alien woman stepped forward. Stop, she said. Everyone turned to her. She is not your enemy, she continued. Her voice shook, but she did not stop. I was caged. I was hurt. He freed me. The hunters exchanged looks. She's lying, one said. The human stepped beside her. She's telling the truth, he said. And if you take her, you'll have to go through me. Silence filled the room. For the first time, the alien woman realized something. She was not alone, but outside the station. More ships were arriving. The galaxy had chosen its side, and it was not mercy. The station shook. A deep sound rolled through the metal walls, slow and heavy. The alien woman felt it in her bones. Ships were docking outside, many ships. The hunters inside the room smiled. They believed the fight was already over. You see? One hunter said, You are outnumbered. The human looked at the ceiling, listening. His face was calm, but his eyes were sharp. Then you should leave, he said. Before this gets worse. The hunters laughed. The leader stepped forward. You're just one human. The human nodded. That's enough. The alien woman did not understand what he meant. She only knew fear. She moved closer to him without thinking. Her body chose safety on its own. Suddenly, the lights went out. Darkness swallowed the room. Shouts filled the air. Boots hit the floor. Weapons powered up. Red emergency lights flickered on and off. The human moved that fast. He grabbed the alien woman's hand and pulled her down behind a metal crate. Stay low, he whispered. A loud crack echoed. One hunter fell. Another fired wildly, hitting nothing. The human used the shadows like they were part of him. He did not rush. He did not panic. The alien woman watched with wide eyes. This was not rage. This was control. Moments later, silence returned. The emergency lights stayed on. The hunters lay on the floor, alive but unconscious. The human stood still, breathing slow. It's not over, he said. More footsteps echoed outside the door. The alien woman's hands shook. Her stomach twisted. She felt sick, dizzy. I feel strange, she said. The human turned to her quickly. What do you mean? She pressed a hand against her lower body. Something is wrong. Her legs gave out. He caught her before she hit the floor. Her skin felt cold. Her breathing was uneven. Panic filled his eyes now. We need medical help, he said. But the ships, she whispered. I don't care, he replied. You matter more. He carried her through a back corridor. Alarms screamed. Doors slammed shut behind them. The station was in chaos. They reached an old medical room. The human sealed the door and placed her on a bed. Machines flickered to life. A screen lit up. The human read it. Then he froze. What is it? She asked weakly. He swallowed. You're carrying a child. The words hit her like a shock. A child? Her voice cracked. That's impossible. You survived more than anyone should, he said softly. Your body protected something precious. Tears filled her eyes. Fear and hope crashed together. They will take it, she whispered. They take everything. Not this, the human said firmly. Not ever. Outside the door, explosions rocked the station. The human looked at the screen again. Incoming ships. Military now. Human ships. The alien woman stared at him. Your kind? Yes. Why would they come? He smiled slightly. Because I asked. She looked confused. I sent a signal when we jumped, he he said. Humans listen when someone asks for help. The station shook again. This time, stronger. A voice echoed through every speaker. This is a human defense fleet. Stand down. The alien woman felt something warm in her chest. Something she had never felt before. Relief that the hunters tried to run. They failed. Human soldiers filled the halls. Calm, organized, powerful. They did not shout. They did not laugh. They secured the station in minutes. A medic entered the room. She looked at the alien woman, then at the human. She's safe, the medic said. Both of them. The alien woman cried. Not from pain. From release. Later, as the station lights returned to normal, she sat beside a window again. This time, she was not alone. The human sat across from her. Why do humans do this? She asked. Risk war for one life? He answered without thinking. Because one life is enough. She placed a hand on her stomach. For the first time, the future did not look like a cage, but far beyond the station. Powerful beings watched. The human fleet with anger. They did not fear human weapons. They feared human choice, and they were planning their response. The station was quiet again. Not the empty silence of fear, but the soft silence of safety. Human ships floated outside like silent guards. The alien woman watched them through the window. For the first time, those ships did not bring fear. They brought comfort. She sat on the bed, her hands resting on her stomach. A child. The word still felt unreal. For years, her body had only known pain and survival. Now it carried life. She did not know how to feel about that. Fear lived inside her. But so did something new. Care. The human returned with clean clothes. Simple. Soft. Not like the rough fabric of the cage. For you, he said. She touched them slowly, then looked up. Thank you. The words felt heavy. Important. She changed and felt strange in the new clothes. Like she was someone else. Or someone she had once been. Later, a human doctor examined her. Gentle hands. Calm voice. You're weak, the doctor said. But you're healing. Both of you are strong. Strong. No one had called her that before. When the doctor left, she looked at the human. Will they stop hunting me now? He did not lie. No, her shoulders fell. But they won't reach you. He continued. Not while humans stand in the way. She studied his face. Why would they listen to humans? Because we don't look away, he replied. Time passed slowly. Days, maybe, she was not sure. Her body rested. Food came often. Clean water, no shouting. No chains. At night, fear returned in dreams. The cage, the lock, the market voices. She woke shaking. Every time, the human was there, not touching her. Just sitting close enough. You're safe, he would say. She wanted to believe it. One day, she asked a question that had been growing inside her. Why did you really save Emmy? He did not answer right away. Because I could, he finally said. And because if I didn't, I would hate myself. She nodded slowly. That made sense. Human leaders came to the station. Serious faces, quiet power. They spoke about law, trade, and consequences. She belongs to no one said. She belongs to herself, another replied. The alien woman listened from behind a door. Tears filled her eyes. They were speaking about her like she mattered. Later, the human told her, we will take you somewhere safe, a place under human protection. She felt fear rise again. Another world? Yes. She looked down at her stomach. My child will be born free? He smiled. That's the idea. Before they left, she stood in the station hall one last time. This place had been danger and safety, fear and hope. She touched the wall softly. Then they boarded the human ship. The journey was long. She watched stars pass slowly. Each one felt like a promise. During the trip, she felt pain one night, sharp, sudden, She cried out. The human rushed to her side. Doctors followed. It's too early, she whispered, afraid. Not too early. The doctor said gently, it's time. Fear consumed her. She had never been allowed to cry freely before. Now she screamed, and no one punished her. Hours passed, then a sound filled the room. A small cry. Life. The doctor smiled. It's a girl. The alien woman held her child with shaking arms. The baby was warm, alive, real. Tears fell freely now. She's free, the human said softly. The alien woman looked at him. No, she corrected. She's human protected. He laughed quietly. News spread fast across the galaxy. An alien child, born under human guard. A life saved not by power, but by choice. Some worlds were angry. Others were silent. Many were afraid, because humans had drawn a line, and they were not moving it. The news spread faster than ships could travel. Across the galaxy, screens lit up with the same story. An alien woman, once a prisoner, now free. An alien child, born under human protection. No chains. No cage. No price. Worlds reacted in different ways. Some leaders were angry. They called humans dangerous. They said humans were breaking the balance. They warned that protecting the weak would lead to chaos. Others were silent. They were watching, on a distant council world. Powerful beings gathered. Their forms were tall and cold, their voices sharp. Humans interfere, one said. They ignore order, another replied. They protect what should be controlled. A screen showed the human fleet, calm, organized, strong. They do not fear war, a voice said. But worse, they do not fear compassion. That word filled the room with unease. Compassion had never been a weapon before. On a quiet human world, the alien woman stood beneath an open sky. Real sky, blue and wide. She held her child close. The wind touched her face, and she did not flinch. The human stood nearby, watching without words. She will grow up here, he said. Free. The alien woman nodded. She will know kindness. Human. Ships patrolled the space above, not threatening, just present. A message arrived from the Galactic Council. Return the alien. This matter is not yours. The human leaders answered together. She is not yours. Another message followed. You risk war. The reply was simple. We risk it every day. This time, for something that matters. The Council did not expect that. They expected fear. They expected bargaining. They expected weakness. They got resolved. The alien woman listened as the human spoke to her child. The galaxy thinks humans are dangerous because we fight, he said quietly. They're wrong. She looked at him. Then why do they fear? You, he looked at her. Because we choose who to protect. Time passed. The child grew. She laughed under open skies. She ran without chains. She learned words, not commands. She learned trust, not fear. Other aliens watched from afar. Some came quietly, asking for help, refugees, broken ones. The unwanted. Humans did not ask where they came from. They asked what they needed. Slowly, the galaxy changed, not because humans attacked, because humans stayed. A report reached the Council. More aliens are fleeing to human space. Why? A leader demanded. Because humans do not sell them. Silence followed. The alien woman stood before a gathering of many species one day. She spoke with a steady voice. I was caged, she said. Not because I was weak, but because no one cared. She held her child higher. Humans cared. Her words spread farther than any weapon. The galaxy learned a hard truth. Humans did not need permission to be kind. They did not need approval to protect. They did not need fear to act. They needed a reason, and one life was enough. On the edge of known space, a council member whispered, how do we stop them? Another answered, you don't. Why? Because they are not fighting us. Pause. They are fighting for others. The alien woman watched the stars one night. Her child slept peacefully in her arms. She thought of the cage. Then she looked at the sky. The galaxy had feared humans. For their strength. Now it feared them. For something far greater. Their humanity.